Hey everybody, happy Sunday afternoon. Today is November the 24th of 2024. Welcome. We are only, oh my gosh, less than a week away from Thanksgiving here in the United States. As you find me in your news feed, go ahead and say hello. Let me know where you're viewing from. It looks like I'm where I need to be today. Today we're going to do some Christmas projects. But of course, before we get started, just a couple of things to go over with all of you. First and foremost, if you would like to be and you have not already joined my e-newsletter, go ahead and use this QR code, open up the camera on your phone, go ahead and act as though you're going to take a picture, and it will show you the link on the screen. You'll tap on that. It'll take you directly to a page where you can go ahead and fill in your name and your email address, and then you're all set. You're ready to go. So welcome to the Chalet family. Also, all the places that you can find me, you guys know I'm everywhere. But first and foremost, if you haven't, make sure to join my Facebook group. That's Dawn's Creative Chalet Community. Say that 10 times fast. And also make sure, if you have not, subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Dawn's Creative Chalet. Hit that the bell. It will turn black. That will give you all the notifications as I do anything and everything with YouTube. And you'll also want to make sure to check out my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com. There you'll find the pictures of the projects that we are doing today, and also a shopping list, along with viewing that shopping list. Underneath, if you are viewing later on YouTube as a replay, check below the video. I feel brain dead today, you guys. It's been quite a week. But anyway, below the video, you'll find links to, I'll show you here, because I've been making them recipe cards, so to speak. And here you'll find where to find me once again. And also thumbnails to, I'm very visual, so I like to provide thumbnails as to where you can find all the goodies at my online store and titles of each thing, so you can look for it quickly and easily. So you can either shop, like I said, directly from my blog, or also downloading the recipe supply list that will be above on Facebook after we're done with this live, or below on YouTube. And you can print it if you like too. So I try to make it real convenient for you. Also, my online store, which is dawnscreativechalet.stampinup.net. And this is the November host code. It's open for about another week, and then we'll change it over to a December host code. If you're not familiar with how to use the host code, it's just something that you enter as you start to check at the checkout process. Before you do the payment, you should see an area, a box where you can go ahead and type in that host code. But if for some reason you forget, it's okay. It's not a problem. Sometimes I can catch those and make it all better. Also, things that are coming up at the chalet. You know, I am so happy, first of all, to be here live, in person, not having to record something in advance. And not that I don't like to do that for you guys, so at least you have something to view. But the problem is I'm not super techie, so I'm always afraid I'm going to mess it up. Truth be told, I am so transparent. So the couple of weeks that I couldn't be here, I missed you guys. I missed you tremendously. And I honestly like to be able to banter back and forth with you, chat with you while we're creating. So anyway, it looks like for the most part, I am back on schedule until Christmas time. I'm needing to go down to Florida to help my dad out a little bit again. But it's been a crazy month. I've been to Florida. I've been to a leadership event. I've done a couple of live or in-person events. Yeah, it's like all the things. So I was really glad to have my last live event done yesterday, but it was so much fun. I got to talk to a lot of people, meet some new friends. But anyway, so catching up here at the chalet, first and foremost, I look forward to just hanging out with you guys every week at 1 o'clock on Sundays, Eastern time. All right, things that are coming up here. The Paper Pumpkin Kit, if you guys are wanting the kit for December, make sure to sign up by the 10th. Just a reminder on that. The newest kits are the Nature's Painting Coloring with the watercolor pencils and water painter. That's the newest kit, along with Layered Landscapes, which is really cool. And we'll have 2 new kits coming out in December, so we'll keep an eye out for those. And of course, I'll let you guys know and show them to you. We also had, that's right, the wine ornament crafting over at Love Wines. Thanks to those of you who participated. It was a lot of fun. And I do look forward to, once again, doing something like that there. Something a little different, but hanging out there and exploring the wine selection along with a little crafting. You can't go wrong, right? Let's see here. We also have coming up my product-based class, which has been closed because I needed to order the items for that. The Christmas shop was yesterday. This must be an old list because I know I updated it, so I'm very sorry. I grabbed the wrong one. Isn't that silly? But that's okay. It covers December. Coming up on Friday, December the 6th, we'll be at Starbucks for the free make and take, the sip and stamp. We're going to do a Christmas, imagine that, a Christmas-themed project. Hi, Lori. It's good to see you. Happy Sunday afternoon. I'm back on track. It feels so good. It does. I'm such a creature of habit. I've missed everybody. Let's see here. Also into December on Thursday, the 12th of December, we have the creative card class coming up at 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, or 6:30. $30 are free with a minimum order of $30. And also we have the beautiful, and you know what? I meant to grab them. They're in the other room. We're going to be making a sampler, a home decor piece, along with 4 cards. And that's with the Joyful Mix and Match sampler home decor thing. And it's cool. It's really cool. And it's going to be so easy and so much fun. There's absolutely no stamping in any of it that we're doing. And that is $52. And you'll have a $5 coupon to use during the class. You'll get the frame and everything. All the goodies are included in that. And you'll have so many extra little things to use on making last minute cards simply and easily for the holidays. Just to give you guys a glimpse of that December Paper Pumpkin Kit, which is called Notes from the Heart. It looks like Blackberry Bliss. What do you guys think? I don't know. It looks kind of cool. And then just to remind you once again of online exclusives in my online store. So not only can you find everything that are in the publications that we have, the annual catalog and the 2024 September through December, or I call it the Christmas holiday mini catalog. I'm old school, but there's all of that in my online store too. But there's also those items that are not going to be in any publication. So just a reminder, check it every now and then, see if there's something that you might want to grab up. And also on that note with mini catalogs, so I'm getting mine shortly. They should be here anytime. I did a boo-boo and well, I just had to order them in a separate order. Let's put it that way. That's what happens when you do an order at 5 o'clock in the morning and you're really not totally awake. Don't do that. It's not a good thing. But anyway, in the online store, we have this suite of product, or a collection of product, which is kind of I guess a Valentine's theme, a love theme. It could be anniversary, wedding, all those things, right? And we don't technically have a Valentine suite that you'll find in the new mini catalog coming up. So if you're looking for something that's very Valentine themed-ish, this is going to be what you're going to want to grab. I know my printer isn't the best, but I give you guys a little peek here of those things. So we have the cute little heart embellishments, the gold embellishments, the gold twine, which I'm really loving. And it's about the same thickness as our linen thread, but it's gold. It's beautiful. Then we have the gift bags, and look at these dies that come with this. I mean, you can get it together as a bundle. And those hearts, I love the shape of them, and I love how many of them there are. What's not to love about hearts, right? And then also we have the Happy Hibiscus. This one I didn't get yet, but I've been eyeing it. It's very tempting because I've been in a couple of swaps where I've received cards with this bundle, and beautiful, just beautiful. But anyway, I just want to remind you once again about the online exclusives and to give you a sneak peek of things coming up in January. This is one of the many things that will be introduced into the online store, along with some bundles and all other kinds of fun things, all the things. So again, I hate to have anybody miss out. I know that we've always been so used to having just publications and that everything's in the publications, but there is so much more in my online store, so make sure to check it out. And then also, of course, we have our scrapbooking products that covers at right now Halloween, fall, and winter. And then there's a beautiful also Christmassy themed scrapbooking workshop kit. I've put all of them together and they're all very beautiful, and I had a great response on those at the event that I was at yesterday at a vendor show. So that's really exciting. Okay, you guys getting ready here to do a little bit of crafting with me. So I decided, because we've touched a little bit on the Valentine's stuff as we just talked about, but I wanted to reverse back to Christmas because I really haven't had a chance to play with this. This is actually, it's a suite, not a suite, I'm sorry, a bundle. Hello, Dawn. Wake up. Goodness sakes. I don't know, I feel like my brain is in a fog. Anyway, Sweetest Star is a bundle, and it has a punch, and I am all about punches. I love punches. They're easy, quick, right? All the things, especially for beginner crafters. But I'm to the point now where I just sometimes am really lazy and I just want the easy button. Like, give me the easy button. So today we're playing with this bundle. And also, just to point out, I'm also using the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. I believe that this is an online only item. So I love the basic shapes, especially again with a punch. You just grab it, punch it. You don't have to worry about getting your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine out, all of that stuff. Hey, Kathy, happy Sunday crafternoon. Also today you'll see that I've used the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. This is one of my brand new favorites, and this is huge. I mean, I have small hands, but still, look at the size of this bugger. It's big. I love it. So I just wanted to let you know once again. Right, and then also, I didn't grab it. Let me see if I can find it fast. We are using the 6x6 DSP called Take a Bow. And of course, I'm probably not going to find it just because. And I should have had this out ahead of time, and I didn't. Here we go. There we are. There we are. Woo! Saved by the bell. So this is the pretend that we don't see the elephant in that room. Alrighty. Also, just to mention that, goodness, are you guys getting where it's going in and out of it? I mean, I hate to make a big deal about it, but I just want to make sure I'm still here. It looks like it. Okay. Woo! I hope so. Anyway, this is the stamp set. It is a photopolymer set, which I love because it's easy to line up because they're see-through stamps. And also with photopolymer, they are a little bit less expensive than our real rubber. Okay, let's start with card number 1. I know, right, Kathy? I don't know what's causing me to freeze up here. Who knows? it's text stuff, and you know me and text stuff. That's scary in itself. Okay, card number 1. We are using Granny Apple Green. I've cut it at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of basic white, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to go ahead. I'm taking my multi-purpose liquid glue. Oop, I guess it is coming out. I wasn't really seeing it there. And I'm going to attach it to the inside of the card as like a little liner for our card. And then I already did the embossing with that beautiful Forever Plaid embossing folder. This is, again, basic white, cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and, again, attach it with my multi-purpose liquid glue. Whew, isn't that pretty? I love it. And then we have a piece of the Designer Series paper, which is Take a Bow, and this is cut at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And again, we're going to just use a little bit of liquid glue, especially with it being a little bumpy. I figure that this would be the best way to adhere our Designer Series paper. And then we have a piece of basic white. This is 2.5 by 2.5. And then another piece of our Take a Bow Designer Series paper, which is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And we're going to layer these together. I was going to say, okay, Mr. Glue, now you're messing with me. Oh, right, there we go. There we are. And I think for this, I'm going to pop it up. I feel saucy. We're going to pop that with some dimensionals. Whoops. They want to stick to my fingers. So what have you guys been up to? Let me know what's happening in your world. Oops. I got a dimensional that wants to stick to my fingernail. There we go. And we're going to set this on the front just like so. So it kind of almost has that star effect. And then, uh-oh, where did my, okay, one moment. I think I know what it is, but I am not going to try to sit here and dig for it. So we're going to get a piece of scrap white. Whoops. Okay, and then grabbing our Granny Apple Green. That took me by surprise. I thought I had it all in my little package. All right, and we're going to apply the block to the stamp to the block, and I'm going to go ahead and ink with Granny Apple Green. There we are. May your day be merry and bright. I like it. This is such a cute set. It really is. At first I thought the stars were a little scary looking, but they really grew on me. Okay, let's see. Put that away so we don't have a pearl issue. Get our star, Sweetest Star punch. And just like that, easy peasy. And then I want to go ahead and adhere this with some dimensionals. My goodness, that was a little overload on dimensionals, but they wanted to stay together, so it's all good. There we go. And then I've already tied a bow with linen thread. So I'm going to grab my mini glue dots. And if you wanted to make this card look a little fancier, you could use the gold twisted thread. I think is what they call it. Yeah, gold twisted thread. Or you could use some of our beautiful ribbons that are a little thicker, but I just chose to do that. And then here's something that is like gold right now. This is our peppermint adhesive backed embellishments. These things fly out as soon as we get them back in. So I have them under lock and key in a safe. No, I'm kidding you guys. Seriously. But it's so funny because I'm wondering, is like somebody eating these or what? Who's hoarding all of the peppermints because they go like lickety split? Okay, that is card number 1. Super easy, right? Let's go 2. I have 4 total for you guys today. Here's the next one. Okay, at least I know I got my scrap paper in this one. That really threw me off on the other. Grab my cheat sheet. Let's ready to rock and roll. So this is a piece of basic white thick cardstock. Cut it 8.5 by 5.5 in score. And I see we're getting another bump in my internet service. This is crazy. I don't get it. It was fine until I got online, right? Go figure. So again, 3 by 3, 3 by 1. And I'm going to overlap this just a tad. And then I have a piece, well, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to go ahead and attach this entire piece onto the front of my card. And then I have a strip of crumb cake. This is 4 by 1/2 inch. Hi, Joy. Happy Sunday crafternoon. Thanks for joining. I'm going to go ahead and glue it down towards the bottom. That kind of hides that funky seam. And then I'm going to grab my crumb cake. This is just a scrap piece. And let's see here. I need the little cookie. He's so cute. And attach them to my block. And then we're going to use pecan pie ink. And ink him up. There we go. Perfect. And clean him up really quick. Oh, he got a little messy. There we are. Okay. And let's see here. Grab my punch, the Sweetest Star punch, and line them up. That easy. And then what I'm going to do, I need to give them some buttons, and we're again going to use these cute little peppermints, the little itty bitty ones. This whole internet thing is very distracting, so I apologize. There we go. All right, so he has his peppermint buttons, and then this is the 2 and 3. I've already punched it. The 2 3/8 inch circle punch, which again is available online. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. We're going to use dimensionals on this. I think I did the opposite on my sample, where I glued it down directly, and then I popped up the little cookie. But I think I feel saucy, and I might pop up both with dimensionals. I love dimensionals. They make me happy. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Why not? Why not? I'm already in trouble with the post office anyway. Okay. Looks like he's a little crooked. There we go. All right, there we are. And then we need our sentiment on there yet. So I have this little piece of basic white, And this is cut at 1 1/8 by 7/8 inches. And I'm going to grab my real red ink pad. And we need Baking Spirits Bright. Let's see here. Grab my block. And hopefully centering this. Hey, it worked! Surprise! Alrighty. How many of you guys are like me and clean your stamps like immediately? I don't know why, it's just a thing. It's just a thing I do. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this like so. And I think I'm just going to attach this with a little bit of multi-purpose glue. And we're going to put that there. Just like so. Yeah, I think right there. And I lost my bow, so we'll make another bow. I love my bow maker. Whoops. Oh my goodness sakes. I'm just throwing things around on my table. Why not? Oh boy. There we go. Get my scissors and cut the tail. All right. And mini glue dot once again. These things are so hard to see at times, aren't they? And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to attach it right there along the side of the circle. And there we are, card number 2. All right, we're just rolling right along. So let's go ahead and start card number 3. Here's the sample. Isn't this designer series paper the best? Like, I love it. There's no real distractions. It's just basic, I don't even want to say, basic design, I guess. Might be the right word. Looks like I've already embossed. I did this over a week ago. I was like hoping that I had everything I needed in my kit for you guys. Okay. First of all, this is a piece of Granny Apple Green. I love this green. That and Lemon Lime Twist. Like, I love them. They're so much fun. So this is 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then the inside piece is basic white and it's 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and take my multi-purpose liquid glue. We're going to stick this right inside as a liner for our card. And then again, I've already embossed it with the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder, which I just love. And I'm going to attach it flat to the card with multi-purpose glue. Just like that. And then I have a couple pieces of the patterns of the designer series paper, Take a Bow. And these are cut at, and I forgot my cheat sheet on the back of the card here. These are cut at 1.5 by 4. So 1.5 by 4 for both of these. And, whoops, grab my liquid glue here. And I'm going to put this one right about here. And then I'm going to stagger the polka dots right along there. Just like that. And then once again, I use my 2 3/8 circle punch. And I punched out the circle with Granny Apple Green. And then I've already embossed. I have my embossing stuff out just in case. I'm like, oh yeah, I did emboss that. So we don't need to heat emboss today. It's already been done. So I embossed in white, heat embossed in white on real red cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and want to hear this with dimensionals. I'm going to break into, I call it the crust. I don't know why. I think of silly names for all of my stuff. Okay, well, that is kind of a hot mess. We're not going to use that. Oh my goodness. Okay, and we'll use that guy. And we'll use that one. If people ever tore apart my cards, they would probably wonder what the heck I was doing with the way like my glue looks, with the way my dimensionals look, right? All right, there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and attach the star. I think I'm going to go ahead and use more dimensionals. I love these things. What can I say? And again, we're going to use the crust. There we go. And pop up Mrs. Claus here. Oh, shoot, you know what I forgot? Let's see if we can do this, because I didn't press it too hard. Oh, no. All right, the joy of being on live. You get to see all the boo-boos, which is not a bad thing. And thank goodness those do come off pretty easily. So I forgot the stripe. Like, I love that. Reminds me of a candy cane. So we're going to go ahead. Ooh, I'm glad I caught that. I would have been bummed. Not that it would look bad, but, you know. I'm going to have this one go ahead and lay across there, that direction. And we'll get some fresh dimensionals here. It's ripped, but it's on the back. No one's ever going to know. It's our secret. Okay, take two. There we go. See, no one ever is going to know. And then this was just scrap for me in case I did not emboss her, but we're all set there. I have my bow, which I've already tied with my linen thread. And I actually have 2 pieces of white in case I make a mistake with the Sweet Dreams. So we're going to grab that stamp. I've learned my lesson. It's easier to cut extra, right, than it is not to, and then have to go back and recut. Okay. Sweet Wishes, and I need my real red ink pad. And ink that up. And hopefully, just a little pressure. Perfect. That makes me very, very happy. Whoops. Go ahead, clean that off before I stick my finger in it. Because knowing me, I would, and I would have red fingerprints all over the card. That would not be good. Okay, this we don't need. And I'm going to stick this right there. Yeah. All right, and put that down just like so. Bring my peppermints back into play. And I'm going to do a big guy up here and then a medium. The texture of these is really funky, isn't it? If you guys have used them, they feel almost rubbery or something, but they're very cool. And there we go. That is card number 3. All right, one more. Just to mention to you, if you do place an order with me at my online store, you will get the kit to make these 4 cards. Obviously, I can't stamp the images for you, so if you do not have the Sweetest Star Bundle, you'll either want to grab it, or you can also substitute for a different set that you have on hand. These would work, these basic card designs would work with other stamp sets that are in your stash. So if you place a $45 minimum order with me, you'll get the card kit. If you place a $50 minimum order with me, you will also get an embellishment. Unfortunately, the peppermints are not able to get right now, so I will make sure to put something in its place that would look spectacular with these cards, I promise. Okay, last card, number 4. Let me make sure I get all my measurements off the back. This one I really like to do, to use scraps of paper that may be left in your stash. So this DSP, this is one of my favorites in that pack of Take a Bow. I love the stripes. It's just something about it. It's just Christmas, very Christmas to me. And I'm going to try to get these, whoops, that maybe go sort of-ish the same direction. But you know what? If they don't, it's okay. It's just a card. Don't fret. So I've cut 4 of these at 1x4. But I also got ahead of myself. This is real red, the card base. And it's cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then the inside piece is basic white, and it's cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this in its place so we can get it right out of our way. It's the liner for the card right there. All set. Okay, so the pieces or the strips of the designer paper are cut at 1x4. And what I like to do when I'm doing something like this is to go ahead and before I start pasting, I want to make sure, oops, that I kind of have a vision of where I'm going to want them. It makes it so much easier. So, taking my multi-purpose glue, and I also like to start, actually, I like to start from the top and the bottom and then work my way to the middle. It just seems to work out better as far as spacing for me, but you do you, whatever works for you. I even like the back side of that paper. Isn't that pretty? So there we go. And if you wanted to cover the entire card base with strips of paper, then just cut one more strip at 1x4. Let's see, we're going to put that one right about there. The other thing that I like when I'm doing this, using the multi-purpose glue, it does give you a little bit of lead time, extra time to move your paper in case it's on crooked, spaced in correctly. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I've also cut a piece of basic white, and this is cut at 1/2 by 4. And then I wanted to use, if I could, all the sentiments in the stamp set. So we're going to use Wishing You a Holly Jolly Christmas. Grab that out of here. And then what I like to do with these stamps too, instead of trying to place it on the block, I lay it on my table, and I lay it so that the stamp is obviously on the bottom and the flat on the top. Excuse me, got to tickle my throat. And let it rest for a second, because sometimes photopolymer, you can stretch them as you're getting them out of the stamp set and that type of thing. So I let it rest for just a second, then I go ahead and take my block to the stamp, and there you go, perfection. I'm going to use my Real Red ink once again. And making sure, oh my goodness sakes, that it is on there correctly. And centering it on my piece of 1" by 4 basic white. Just a little bit of pressure. And there you go. Perfect. I didn't need my scraps today, you guys. That's a miracle. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I want to put this right there. Use a little bit of multi-purpose glue once again. There we are. And then what I did with this circle, instead of using cardstock, I decided to use some of the Designer Series paper in that pack Take a Bow. And I am going to grab some more dimensionals. I just thought it'd be fun to mix the polka dots with the stripes. Oh, there we are. And just like so, I've already stamped the Santa in Memento Black on basic white. The reason why I did this in advance is I know I need to color it, and I figured I would just save one step, right? One step. So this is Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to color his buckle a Daffodil Delight with a bullet point. And by the way, these are our Stampin' Blends alcohol-based markers. They're so much fun. And then what I'm going to do is also, I want to outline where he's going to be colored red. Let's see, so I did that. And this is the dark. They come in sets of 2, in case you've never purchased them before. And a light and a dark. So you can do shading and that type of thing. I'm not the best at coloring, so I was almost debating, should I just have this colored? But you know, that's not nice to do, right? Besides, it gives me a chance to hang out with you guys a little bit longer. And actually what I like to do sometimes, and I didn't on his pants, is to outline in the dark and then fill it in with the light. Here's his beard. He's so cute. He's almost gnome-like, right? And there we are. If there are some people viewing who I have not said hi to, I apologize. I don't know if it's me or my internet, but it's been like in and out a bit. So if you have popped on and I didn't see you and didn't say hi, I'm very sorry. Okay, there we go. Fill in his pants a little bit more. And you know what? Yeah, I was gonna say, what am I forgetting to do? Duh, Dawn, his belt. He needs his belt. All right, I guess he could eat a couple more cookies and not need a belt. And there we go. That little space in between. And hopefully, oh, I know what else I forgot. His hat. We need to color his hat. Say, hopefully no one's going to analyze my coloring when they get this card, because like I said, not the best, but it is handmade. All right, I'm going to go ahead, since I did put this on with dimensionals, the circle, I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to pop him on with a little bit of multi-purpose glue, and I have the bow already tied, and this again is linen thread, and put a glue dot on there, and we're going to put it right at the edge of his beard. We're going to put a bow on his belly. There we go. And that is card number 4. So let's bring all of these cards back. And there's that one, that one, that one. Ooh, the sunshine's coming out. I'm so excited. In Michigan here, it has been so gloomy. Like, I really have missed the sunshine, so bring it on. Okay, so once again, here's all 4 cards. And like I said, if you place an order with me this week, up until this Friday, so into technically Black Friday, if you place an order with me of $45, you'll get the card kit, so all the pieces of the paper. And then if you place a $50 minimum, you'll get the kit and you'll get an embellishment to go along with it. I'm just not sure I'm not gonna be able to get these peppermints for a little while. So instead of waiting, I'll send you guys some other blingy, fun embellishment that will go along with these cards. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you guys so much. It feels so good to be back on track where I don't need to record something in advance and not truly be here with you to spend a little bit of time with you. So again, look for all the links, all the things. If you're watching this as a replay on Facebook, it'll be up above. If you are watching on YouTube, it will be down below the video. Thanks again, you guys. Have a great week. And gosh, happy Thanksgiving, because I won't see you until after you've had your turkey and stuffing. I will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.